Hello class, today we have a very exciting art project which has to do with hearts, and we're gonna use this heart to trace, and you can pick up like a marker, like a red one or pink or your favorite color, green, it doesn't matter, blue, and you're gonna start with tracing the heart. Hold it nice and tight on the paper so it doesn't move, and carefully trace it. And once you have your first heart, you're gonna trace about 10 to 15 times. But the trick is to always overlap. So we're gonna go from one heart overlapping to the other heart. And you're gonna keep tracing. You can even make it like that, an illusion that it's coming out of the frame, because we're not gonna paint outside of this frame. So you're gonna keep it inside of this frame. So now you can count this one as 1, 2, even though we don't see the end, but we can think and realize and complete the picture. We can think there's more hearts behind this frame, but this is where the frame is gonna go on top for our school-wide exhibit. So do not paint in this section or don't cover the label space. And if you can even overlap just a little. I'll show you the example here. We are basically filling the paper with all these hearts, and so you can have a tiny little overlap or bigger one, or you can overlap 2 hearts at the same time. I'll show you. Okay, and so we're gonna fill the paper like that, but I'll show you how we're gonna color it when it's finished. So once you have it all done and finished, the color in between each heart is gonna be a little different. So this one, if I pick that one to be orange, the next one next to it, I'll pick a different color. So everywhere where they meet and overlap, we're gonna change the color. And it's gonna make it a really, really pretty, abstract, colorful art. So we are gonna use crayons to fill this in, or if you have markers, you can use markers, but I would recommend just using markers on the outline and then using crayons to color, because it's gonna give you a really pretty texture like this and show the brush strokes better, and it is just more artistic looking that way. And if you go a little over, that's okay, because you're gonna paint another crayon there and it's gonna blend. But the best way is to trace the outline. This is a little trick that really helps. If you trace the outline first where you're gonna paint, then you won't go over, see? So you just go to that outline that you made. And that's the easiest way to color quickly. So I'll go here, so I'm gonna trace where they meet, all around that area. I'm gonna trace the whole area where they're overlapping and where I'm gonna color all the way through the heart. And now that I have the outline traced, I am just gonna go ahead and fill it up. So let's count how many hearts we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5. And I said we needed about 15. Let me add some more hearts while you're starting to work with me, draw along with me, and we can do this together. And this should be a fun, now that's 6, and relaxing type of activity, and I hope you like it. Okay, let's add another heart. And if you do a little bump, that's okay. You can straighten it up. Just go slowly and don't rush. I'm gonna go to the edge to our frame. Remember, don't go over it. But you can make an incomplete one. For example, half of the heart out, half inside, but I'm gonna just trace the one that is inside of our frame. And I'll just go straight into that line. Okay. All right, maybe here, another one. So you want about 10 to 15 hearts. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's harder to count when you have more. So I'll add probably 3 more. So I'll add one here, upside down one. And because I started coloring here, I have to change the color because it shouldn't be the same as the blue, as the rest of the heart, because it's overlapping, remember? So I'm gonna quickly change it to a different color. There we go. Everywhere where they overlap, remember the color has to be different. All right. So that's 13 and maybe 2 more somewhere. So I'll do another heart here. And then one more like so. And it doesn't have to be exactly 15. If you feel like this is too empty and you want to put a half of a heart, that would have been 16. Absolutely you can. Or here it looks a little empty. I'll add just one more. Like so. Upside down one coming from there. And I like how it's filled out now. So maybe I'll just do half a circle here in this corner just to have something there, a pretty color. And think about how it's gonna look like when it's all colored up. Right? Okay. So now we're ready to start coloring. And I showed you a little bit how to do it. Make sure the color is different from one heart to another and the color in between is different. See? So different hearts colors and different overlapping colors. Always change it up. And I can't wait what you're gonna come up with. And this is my example. And I'll show you more in class. And now is your turn.